Hey guys, welcome or welcome back. I hope this message finds you well. Um, Anybody else resetting and refocusing? Anybody else? Anybody? Yeah, that's my energy. Resetting and refocusing. Maybe this message will only resonate for myself. I don't know. I hope not. We're gonna put it out there, see what happens. But it's a big energy that I'm feeling, and I feel like collectively I'm seeing it play out for others too, of reset, refocus. Reset, refocus. Reset, refocus, reset. I have had this channel for, I think, maybe 2 years or something like that. And every day, like, this is not in my comfort zone. It's not. I know I'm an Aries Leo, okay? You would think that me putting myself out here like this, but the Leo aspects, I want to be like a perfectionist, I want everything to look right, and I want the messages to be conveyed right. I want people to take me the certain way, and I had to accept the fact that everyone has their own perception. Everyone's going to take the messages in a different way, And that's just real. That's just real. I mean, before I started the channel and stuff, it was about 1.5 years where I was being called, like, yes, do it. Use your voice. Put your story out. Do it. And in a lot of ways I did, and then a lot of ways I feel like I didn't. A lot of ways I feel like I wasn't being real. And what I mean by that is, like, sharing how much of a struggle this really has been. Like, when you are being called for something, when you are being called to get on your purpose and all of that stuff, like, so much wants to come at you so you don't do that. So you are not in alignment. And that's hard. It's heavy. It's really heavy. And it's almost like you just have to be a hermit and just, like, stick to yourself, but I can't do that. But relationships, or family relationships, friendships, work relationships and stuff, like, all of that requires energy, some sort of energy. And whether that is, like, knowing when to reserve your energy, knowing how to interact, knowing when to say certain things, when not to say certain things, learning how to just observe people. For me, I'm very, I don't know, I want to say naive, but that seems like an insult, It seems like an insult to myself. But I am very trusting, and I am a very open person, and just, yeah. I don't know. I don't know if that's going to resonate with anybody. What are you being called to do that requires your focus, that requires your dedication, that requires you to actually trust that putting yourself out there in one way or another, it doesn't have to be with tarot, it doesn't have to be with I don't know, whatever your purpose is, you're being called to do something, but it might feel so out of your comfort zone. Like, I'm out here too. I'm out here putting myself out of my comfort zone. Do it. Do it. All right. Enough talking. Spirit, thank you so much for being here with us. Thank you for always being here with me, always guiding me and protecting me. Please help me to deliver this message clearly and accurately. And I already know that the right souls are going to see this, and I appreciate how you do that. Thank you so much. I almost wanted to stop this video, because I'm like, this is stupid. I'm going off course here, but that's a part of that comfort zone. It's a part of the perfectionism. I want things to be perfect, and there's no such thing. So, I don't know. I feel like I am definitely not the only one who is struggling with that. Oh, my foot's asleep. I don't think I'm the only one who's struggling with, perfectionism or wanting to make sure that you're, like, conveyed in the right manner, What do I resist feeling right now? We have to feel it to heal it. Oh, I say that all the time. In order to let go of pain, we first have to honor its existence. Emotions are like waves. Some are soft, some are fierce, and some are layered, and some will sweep you off your feet. When we allow ourselves to feel it all, we can then release what no longer serves us. Allow yourself to feel this wave. Let it move through you, no matter how long it lasts, and then release it back into the ocean. Feel it, heal it. Enjoy the sweet freedom within your soul. And that's really cool. Where can I create more space? Okay, so like, what is taking up your time, right? Where you are supposed to be focused on like more of your soul's purpose here. Where could you kind of let some things go to focus more on your soul's purpose is what I'm getting from this. Where can I create more space to do what you're supposed to be doing? Because a lot of times we make excuses. Well, I can't do it because of work. I can't do it because I have kids. I can't do this because of, like, money constraints and things like that. And it's like, if you want it and you're wanting to actually listen to the guidance that you are being given, and want to be, like, in alignment, how can you get into alignment is what I'm hearing. How can I actually feel what I need to feel, let things go to create more space for what I'm supposed to be doing here? Ooh, am I clear on what my soul really wants? Take out the shoulds and the limitations. Get out of your head and pay attention to your heart's desires instead. If you knew it was impossible to fail, what would you do? Wherever you go, go with all your heart. Ask yourself what it is that your soul really wants. What does your heart crave? Then take one step in that direction. Oh, man. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. All right, so resisting some feelings here. How can we create more space for what our soul really wants? And how can we really get into alignment with what our soul really wants, with what our higher selves really wants, right? I know a lot of times I see others talking about, like, well, I don't know what my purpose is. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't know what I'm supposed to be giving energy to and all of that. And I think a lot of times we do, but we don't accept it. You know what I mean? I just got super tired. We don't accept what our calling is, because maybe a lot of times we don't feel ready. A lot of times we just don't even feel ready. And it again, it's not just with tarot, it's not just with making videos or whatever. It's not just that. There's so many different callings on people's lives, right? But it requires us to step more into our North Node. And if you don't know what that is, like, I highly recommend that you look into your birth chart, see where your South Node is, where your North Node is. Your South Node is where you're comfortable at. That's like comfort zone. North Node is what you were supposed to be going towards, okay? There's lessons that are supposed to be helping you get to your North Node. Again, I think that mine was Gemini to Sagittarius. So Gemini, South Node, and Sagittarius, North Node, yeah. So, and that's more like philosophical, that's more worldview, that's more being able to really convey my opinions and listen to the opinions of others, but not like in a gossipy way. Whereas my Gemini South Node, it can be, and I see it play out, and especially this past like month, it's been gossipy. A lot of gossip around me, and I'm having to like, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to know that. I don't want to know that. I don't want to know this information. I don't want to know that, because I don't want to talk about it. I'm feeling myself, my soul reject certain things because I don't want to be a part of it. I know that I have a mission. I know that I'm trying to like get to the best version of myself. I don't want to know what Becky did. I don't want to know certain information. I just don't want to know. You know, and drinking and smoking and all that kind of stuff, that's cool when I'm in a really good place. But especially with drinking, I know that can go so low vibe. And especially around the wrong people, it can go so low vibe that you just kind of have to take yourself out of it. And you get the, oh, well, you're no fun, or you're a dud, and you're a whatever. So be it, you know, so be it. You gotta listen to yourself. You gotta listen to your guidance, you know, and that has been my guidance here recently. Don't get caught up in the drama. Don't get caught up with the he said, the she said, the all of that. Just don't get caught up in it. And you know, that was also a big deal when I was being called to go on this journey and sharing my voice and everything. I was going through some real bad domestic violence. Not fun. Not fun at all. And coming out of it, and I did share my story, and then it's like, okay, well, where do I go from here? Because I was told to use my voice and to stand up for myself, and like in court, and having to go to court a lot, and having to tell different people certain things and details that I just wanted to be over with. I just want to be out of it, you know, but having to give details and pictures of stuff, and I just wanted to get to a place of peace, of doing this, but I kind of had to go through hell to get to that point. And knowing that energy pulls that pulls to not share my voice, to not get better. It's a lot. It's a whole lot. So, I don't know. Maybe someone will resonate with that, you know? I finally come to terms with that there is a difference. There is a difference standing up for yourself and sharing your story and gossiping and being vengeful and whatnot. There is a difference. And maybe you too are going through that abuse of some kind, and it's like, well, I don't want to talk bad about that person, and I don't wish ill on that person at all. I don't. I hope nothing but the best. Nothing but the best. I don't want to put out certain secrets, you know, things that I felt I had to keep secret. That was a lot. It was a lot, and I had to get that out. I had to. Hey, this isn't right. This isn't okay. I'm gonna die. This isn't okay. And protect myself and protect my kids. But as far as like other secrets, you know, no. Why? What for? I don't want to get in. Don't want to get into that. So just, if you're dealing with that, there's a difference. Standing up for yourself, there's a difference. All right. The seer. The seer represents the capacity to reach beyond the obvious details of life into the hidden realms where information is available to those with the discernment to perceive it. This symbol represents psychic perception, intuition, and the capacity to know something without prior exposure. The seer knows truth, always seeks truth beyond all else, and sees reality as it truly is without judgment. The seer can read between the lines and understand what is not being said. He represents the power of clarity and being able to recognize patterns. The seer invites you to trust your intuition and follow it as it leads you forward. You may feel lost when it appears that your hunch is taking you in circles, or even through a maze, but the hidden realms don't follow the rules of a two-dimensional map. Trust your gut and allow your perception in your circumstances to widen to include the nuances and subtle cues that you normally miss if you take things at face value. The seer has gifted you with his magic. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. Your vision is clear. I like that. I also like the seer, the lower world, and the curse here. And I'll tell you why. You know, I'm sitting here kind of sharing some stuff about heaviness. I mean, it felt like I went through hell. It did. And a lot of times I didn't know how I was going to get out. I didn't know which way to go. It felt like a maze, yada, yada, yada. It felt so low. Being brought down constantly. Shit sucked. And I felt cursed. You see the hand over the mouth? I don't know. Whoever I am reading for, whoever is resonating with this, it's like there is something that wants you to just shut the fuck up, to not get to where you're supposed to be going. And maybe it's even yourself. You know what I'm saying? About not wanting to step out of your comfort zone and whatnot. And staying in the lower vibrations is what this feels like. Staying in the low vibe. Don't vibe higher. No. No. Your friend group, they don't want to see you rise above them. They like sitting around and gossiping with you. They like sitting around and just drinking their life away or whatever. Like, that's their world. And maybe at one point that was your world and you don't want to be in that world anymore, but you don't know the way out. The seer, it's like you see something different. You're perceiving, like you can see the energy of these situations, right? It's not all fun and games. You can see the cause and effect. You can see I want to say you can see like the entities more so. You're waking up to like how your body reacts around certain people. Using your intuition more. Using the body cues that you are receiving and like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm not supposed to be around those people. Okay, I'm not supposed to be doing that thing. Okay, I'm not supposed to be, trusting yourself more about where you're trying to get yourself, if that makes sense. I don't know. People who resonate with it, you'll understand. I know that. I'm just gonna let that be what it be. The lower world holds the hidden treasures of humanity. It is a place of rich and fruitful darkness where we can find the disowned parts of ourselves and the abandoned aspects of our psyches. The lower world is the place of our ancestors, where we discover the gifts and lessons from the past. It is the realm of the collective unconscious. Here we can meet our demons and transform them into pure energy, our source of personal power. It is time to unearth your hidden treasures. Do not make yourself small in order for others to like or accept you. Bring out the gems and precious stones that you have kept inside your heart, hidden even from yourself. It's time to honor your past and recast your life as a heroic quest. As you journey into the lower world, you will be offered all the gifts of your ancestors. Their struggles, the way they hurt, the way they lived, and the way they died will become blessings. I mean, how many of you guys know about generational curses, okay? Things that have been passed down through our lineage, right? And, sorry, Mama, if you're watching this, but, like, I know one thing, like, relationships, right? Romantic relationships can be pretty difficult, and I had seen that played out. Okay, abusive figures, I've seen that play out, and that's another one of those things where it's hard to really speak my truth, because I love and I care about these people, and I don't mean to hurt them by me sharing my truth, right? So maybe, again, that's one thing that you also resonate, that hand over your mouth, like, don't say certain stuff. Watch what you say. And while we should always be careful with our words, sometimes the truth just has to be told. And I've struggled with abusive relationships. That's something my great-grandmothers have dealt with. Not everybody deals with those things. Not everyone deals with being dragged around by their feet at the hands of a man, or getting their tooth chipped by a man and shit. Like, that's not normal. Not everybody deals with that kind of stuff. And I had to accept that. It's not normal. And I don't know what it is that you're having to accept that's just not normal. Sharing your truth in something. Getting comfortable sharing your truth. This is what this feels like. I'm being drawn to that. Am I clear on what my soul really wants? Because it's like your soul has to be in alignment too. You have to be real with yourself. And again, maybe it's not something where you have to just openly say what's going on or what you've been through, because that's not everybody's thing. It's not. Getting something like helping out in a homeless shelter, helping more. Maybe it's, I don't know. Volunteer work, or it's like not staying focused so much on the pain and the negatives, but like, yeah, this hurts so bad, I'm gonna go and help other people who are also going through this. And I don't know if that means that you have to share something in order to do that. I know for me, that feels like that's what I'm being called to do. Okay? Like, yeah, I had to share my voice, and I have had a lot of women and men. We have had conversations where, yes, me putting my story out there has helped in some way, you know? And that's awesome, because it was really freaking hard to say it and be like, oh, I'm not trying to gossip. I'm not trying to just put this person down. I'm just saying I just fought for my freaking life, guys. Can I get an amen, you know? But, I don't know. What's your soul calling you to do? And what truth are you needing to accept? Do I resist, what do I resist feeling right now? It's like putting something on the back burner, like, no, that doesn't really affect me. That doesn't really affect me. I'm cool. I'm Gucci. But you're like Goodwill at best, right? I mean, there's something stopping you from actually pursuing something. And it is, I don't know. It's the curse. The curse refers to the limiting stories of our ancestors and the karma from former lifetimes that preordains the events in our lives. It is the source of negative patterns, and it can show up as a disease, a destructive force, or a blockage on our creative energy. The curse holds us hostage to a false story that we that we confuse for reality. Recognizing the original wound that is playing out in our life can heal it. Feel it to heal it, right? It is time to recognize the source of your limitations. Did your grandparents live with a mindset of scarcity? Did you inherit genes for heart disease? Were you a slave or a master in a past life? This karmic legacy is ready and waiting to be seen, to be untangled, and to be released. Honor the players and their stories. Forgive everyone and everything. Craft a new life course for yourself. Woo, buddy. And that's like a whole nother story. Forgiving. You know, and I'm like, I don't want to say anything negative about anyone. I really don't. I forgive those people. They knew what they knew, and they were acting how they knew how to act from their own messed up emotions, you know? I forgive those people. But it's still dang, that really left an imprint on me. That really sucked. That really affected my entire world. Then and now. And I have to recognize how that affects my life now. How that makes me want to just shut up and not put myself out there, and the limitations, you know? And for whoever I'm resonating with, you too have your own limitations. Maybe it's from childhood wounds. Maybe it's from a really messed up relationship in your 20s or whatever, or in your teens. I don't know. It could have been like a really bad work experience. It could have been a really tragic, you saw a stranger die or something. I don't know. I don't know. What are your limitations? That's the curse. That's the curse. I'm seeing the moon underneath this, so for those who are resonating with this, maybe it's something like you can start working with the moon cycles, okay? The moon phases. All right, the new moon, that's new beginnings. Okay, you're waxing, that's setting intentions. First quarter moon, take action. The waxing gibbous, refine and hone. Your full moon, that's harvest endeavors. A time to harvest the intentions, right? The waning gibbous moon is introspection, turn inward. Again, thinking about your goals and being grateful. The third quarter moon, release and let go. Let go of those habits again. The waning crescent, surrender. And then the new moon, new beginnings. It's time for a clean slate. I don't know, something maybe about working with the moon cycles, okay? You can look that up again for yourself, right? Nines are important. The number 9. And that again is like you're almost at the end of something. I'm getting a 9 of Wands energy though, where you've been fighting these battles and fighting yourself though as well, fighting yourself, and I thought I heard sirens. Fighting yourself a lot on this journey, but you feel like you just have to keep fighting. Keep fighting. And it's, that's that wounded warrior. It's being in survival mode, not feeling, at ease. We can stay stuck in that for forever. Always feeling on guard. Always feeling like, I'm just going to have to fight again. I'm just going to have to. And it's almost too, I just heard, like fighting for your spot in the world. Fighting for your spot in the world. Fighting for your right to shine. Fighting for your right to show up authentically. But what if you put the guards down? Oh, I just got chills. What if you put the guards down? What if you actually realized that you were safe now? That you were away from certain things and actually just taking a look, which that can feel unsafe, but like you're not in it anymore. Like if it's childhood wounds and things like that, like you're not in it anymore. You're not there. You don't physically have someone or trying to shut you up. You don't have that. Energetically, yeah, probably. In your head, yeah, because it was done. You were, how do I phrase that? You were trying to be stopped from speaking out, from showing up, right? But when you know that it's energy, you can start playing with that energy. You can start seeing why certain things took place. You can start seeing it in a different perception. The seer. The seer, which is the number 9. 45 breaking down to a 9. Not having to be so on guard. This person looks like they're yeah, it looks like they're ready for war. They're holding something in their hand too, like, motherfucker, I'll knock you out. I mean, but you have to get like that energetically when these things come to you, like, no, I rebuke that. I rebuke me having to feel like I have to shut up. I rebuke feeling like I have to limit myself or stay small. I rebuke that. And then you start paying attention more so to the people who do come into your life now and seeing how you are feeling around certain people and trusting it. Having wisdom through these trials or whatever, like gaining wisdom to where it's like, okay, well, not being so naive. I said that earlier, like I'm so naive, but I'm really not. I'm really not. I'm caring and I'm loving and yada yada yada, but I know when to say certain things and when not to. I know who I can say things to and who is going to like disrespect that energy, and that came from trial and error. I've gained that wisdom over the years. I've gained, who are safe people to be around and who are people who are just going to drag you down. And you have to acknowledge the growth, You have to acknowledge the growth and like how you are away from these battles now. 9 of Pentacles to the 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, acknowledging where you're at. Okay, taking inventory. Wow, there's a Tower. Wow. 8, 9, and 10 of Pentacles, though. So, it's like you're really self-sufficient. You're really stable. You really are like, what's the word I'm looking for? Established in something. There's security there. Maybe you're looking around with this 8 of Pentacles, like taking stock, making sure everything's good, taking inventory of like your emotions, okay? We all backtrack sometimes. We all get into a negative thinking pattern and things like that. It happens. We're human. Reset, refocus, right? And it could have something to do with a Tower in this this Knight of Swords here. There could be something that you hear that feels very maybe destructive, or for some it's going to be something that you hear, some kind of news being brought to you. You might hear of someone else experiencing a Tower. You might hear of, I don't know, some kind of, I want to clarify that a little bit more, honestly. Because you might hear of a Tower happening to someone else. And then maybe that would help you. And I know that sounds a little shitty. Like, but it feels, this energy feels like, okay, I've been working on this stuff, and then you kind of backtrack a little bit, and like, oh man, I don't know, I don't feel this, I don't feel good enough, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. You were in a self-sufficient energy, you were really feeling your feels, and you were stable, right? And then you're taking inventory of something. And then it's like you hear of something happening that kind of like validates where you are at. Does that make sense? 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, Temperance. It validates that you are away from something. It validates that you made the right choices. It validates how much joy you have in your life now. Something that you hear. I don't know. Let's see. Clarify this Tower here. Clarify the Tower, Spirit. Wow. Ooh. The King of Cups in reverse. You could have been dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But they're in the reverse, so it's like, I don't know if you hear something. No, let's do the situations cards. You hear maybe that this, okay, maybe like you had a decision to make about being around this character. I don't know. It's a person. There was love there. You cared about this person. And I'm getting that like you hear news that reaffirms or like confirms that you made the right choice getting away from that person. Does that make sense? Wow. Yeah, something blows up. Something blows up and it like reaffirms like, yeah, you made the right choice getting the heck out of Dodge, getting away from this person. And maybe it was something that like, oh wow. Yeah. Grip, anchor, chains, and weighed down. Something that you felt weighed down with. And maybe it was like you saw this person for who they really were. You knew things about this person. You knew things about their character, but you didn't, you didn't want to say anything. You didn't say anything. You just let it be what it was being, you know? You just let them go. You got yourself out of it because you listened to your intuition. You knew, because we have the ascension. You wanted to rise above it. You wanted to get out. You wanted to go a different way. You listened to what your soul was telling you. Hey, I got to get out of this. I can't be around this anymore. And maybe that took a lot of strength because there was a grip. You were weighed down. They had a grip on you. But you fought it and you got away from it. And maybe you're hearing something about this person that confirms that you made the right choice to ascend higher. You know, a lot of times, and this could be a friendship, a family situation, a work situation, just take that how it resonates, because it's not going to be the same for everyone, right? But I think we all can agree that we have had moments like that where we grow and the people around us, they don't want to grow too. They're not on that, and we love them, we honor them, but we gotta go. We gotta go. We can't stay in that, you know. And that's what this seems like with the seer. You saw things in a different way than this person did, and you know, you honored that for them and honored yourself by, okay, well, that's how you see it. That's how you are. That's how you operate. Okay, I can't be around it. What does this Tower have to do with? What's this Tower have to do with, Spirit? I feel so burpy right now. What's this tower have to do with? Verge, about to reveal, confess. Are you about to confess something? The Gossip card. Drama queen, thirsty, causing chaos. Gossip, petty, jealous, and envy. We had the Verge, about to reveal, confess. Soulmate, similar friendship or romantic partner. Maybe this is somebody you thought was a soulmate or like supposed to be a part of your soul journey, like y'all were supposed to grow together. But really, they were just petty and jealous and causing chaos. Waves, emotions coming and going. We saw that earlier. The waves, feel it. Feel it. We have the hamster wheel, surviving and daily hustle. You've been in survival mode. Tell us something about this King of Cups, please. What's going on with this King of Cups in reverse? Receipts, proof of something. I don't know, in legal, court, paperwork filed, intervention, rescue, others involved. Negotiator, bargaining and begging. Could have been a father figure. I'm seeing this Emperor here too, and just like the Father of Cups. It's like a, I don't know, I'm hearing like a father figure, but proof comes in, and maybe it's like you haven't had proof of anything. Maybe you weren't able to say anything about this person. You just knew that you had to get away from this person, and then, you know, you get away from it, you listen to your intuition, you get the heck out of Dodge, and you go heal. You're going to feel and heal your own stuff, and then you hear something that, like, confirms that you did the right thing. That's what I'm getting here. Someone is, like, on the verge. There's a confession coming through. They have proof of something. What's going on there? Come together. What's going on with the Knight of Swords? Realization, awareness, finding out, and coming to light. Denial, not facing the truth, irrational, and reasoning. But something is coming to light. Someone is in denial about something, but something is going to come to light. And it's going to help you to move forward. It's going to help you, like, it confirms, like, yeah, you can listen to your intuition. You can trust yourself. You got yourself away from somebody. Maybe they kept trying to come back around, that kind of thing, and you kept denying, you kept blocking, you kept no contact, and then you find something out, and it's like, that's why. That's why. I knew something was off. I knew something. All right, let's end it. We're at 50 freaking minutes. And the camera is not focused. Oh, no. Oh, wow. Letting go. Letting go. Is it going to focus? We're back in focus? I think so. All right. Letting go. Today, remembering that God is within and around me, I release myself to God's hands and regain my inner peace. I know God is providing me that which is most beneficial for my soul. I know that God is sending angels to help me face any difficulties that arise. I let go into God's will, knowing the best is yet to come. The inner alchemist. Like an alchemist, I possess all the power I need to build a life of joy and harmony. Today, through my positive thoughts, words, and deeds, I create my own light. I understand that I can use my inner magic of intention to transform myself in the same way an alchemist transforms lead into gold. Today, I create happiness. Strength. Today I maintain control of my emotions. I rise above self-doubt. I affirm my own power and stand strong in my unshakable faith. Today I know that I have the strength to overcome anything I encounter. I find my courage in the truth. Holding tight to the force of love, I triumph over fear. Okay, I'm done. Trusting is at the bottom. I hope that this was helpful for somebody. I really do. And I will see you guys next time.